What's up, guys? This is going to be a short video about things that you should watch for on the ban list. I know it's really common in this time of the format to make speculations, say, oh, this is going to be banned for sure, and this is what I'm going to say is the word of Konami, but I don't know what Konami's going to ban. It seems to vary a lot. So I'm just going to throw out some cards that you could consider looking at on the next list that you might see banned, limited, unbanned, unlimited, all that. Some things, I took some notes here. Things that could be banned are Cold Wave, which is kind of deserved to be banned since the beginning, but it's not necessarily an unchecked card. It's not completely insane. Not every time Cold Wave is dropped have I seen someone win. I mean, there's counters such as Effect Veiler, and now we have Max C and all that. But watch for Cold Wave. Monster Reborn is another one. It's not making a huge impact on the game, but it's still theoretically broken to be able to just, oh, you finally got over my Stardust. Monster Reborn, here's Stardust again, That's a hard line to cross with Monster Reborn, so I think maybe that might head back to the list. Another one to think about might be Trunade. Since it's far more annoying than Heavy Storm, you can't Starlight Road a giant Trunade, you can't, make passes because giant Trunade just puts it back in your hand and your opponent has one turn to go wild. I mean, if they put away too much spell and trap removal, Gravekeepers may still take over the format even if Tribute hits one or banned, which I'm going to talk about next is Tribute. So there's a fine line to cross with giant Trunade. Then just because I said Royal Tribute, I'll say I think it might go to 1 or 0. I'm thinking 1 is more likely because hitting at turn 1 is a lot more difficult. It's not that bad at 1, honestly. Things that you could watch for to be unbanned is Heavy Storm. I think that setting may be out of control this format. Just, set a monster, set 4, say go, and you have all your protection down. There's not a lot of skill play in knowing that all of your opponent's options are down and there's no bluffs, there's no lure for your Heavy Storm, there's, a lot more skill in the game when Heavy Storm's around, so maybe we'll see that come back. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot on YouTube videos is Tribe Infecting Virus, which I didn't really think about at first, but when I think about it, it seems good because Gravekeepers are all Spellcasters, Blackwings are all Wing Beasts, Six Samurais are all Warriors. These kind of decks would really suffer being hit by Tribe, but it's not necessarily a broken card because it can be Veilered, it can be Starlight Roaded, anything could happen to it. And I don't know, maybe that's something that Konami will look at, and maybe we'll see that come off the list after I don't even know how long. Things that could be limited to 1, like I said, Tribute. Possibly Caius. Caius being limited to 1 or 2. I'm not sure about this. I saw it on a lot of videos, and it really hurts to get Caius dropped on you, but it's kind of a check it sometimes too. It's just, it's annoying, but it's part of the game. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll see it down to 1 or 2. Fishborg Blaster is another really debatable one. If a lot of things get limited around Monarchs and stuff, Formula Monarchs and Fish Synchro might be poised to take control, and it's already an amazing deck this format, so Fishborg might see a little bit of limitation, something along those lines. Then Debris Dragon, I think, has needed to be at 1 for quite some time. It's just an instant Black Rose Dragon plus 2 tokens, or if you have a token already out there that Foolish Burial Dandelion, you can create an 8-star and make those kind of plays, and it's really quite annoying. It's not that amazing of a card that it needs to be like banned or anything, but maybe limited to 1 or 2, that would really help it. And possibly Dandelion to go down to 1 as well, but with 1 Debris Dragon, Dandelion is not that abusable to start. Then there's Gateway of the Six Samurai and Six Samurai United. I think Gateway is going to go to 1 almost regardless, and I know that's me speculating, not just throwing cards out there, but it's not in the new set. It doesn't hurt Konami's sales. The deck is still playable with 1. And Six Samurai United as well, because all it does is create infinite pluses out of its own deck using a spell card. And it seems unfair, but maybe we'll see. If at Dallas it doesn't do well, maybe they won't limit it. But I can see it happening. Then one last speculation is Blackwings. Consistently for the last however many years they've been out, they've been hit in some way every list. So possibly the next cards to watch for going to 1 or 2 are Blizzard and Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack provides lots and lots of plus damage to the opponent's field, end phase destruction that really, if you use Shura's effect, it's plus at that point. And Blizzard is just a free synchro. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting across from a Blackwing player and he just rips Blizzard and that's the game and I had it all sealed up. But I digress. Those are all cards that you should watch for, so just a quick summary. Cold Wave, Monster Reborn, Giant Grenade, Heavy Storm, Tribe Infecting Virus, Debris Dragon, Fishborg Blaster, Gateway, and 6 Samurai United, Royal Tribute, Caius, and Blizzard or Icarus Attack. So feel free to discuss everything you want below, what you think you may see on the list, cards that I missed, or things that you disagree with points I made. But yeah, feel free to discuss below, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace, YouTube.